It's not how it should be at all. Hang on. Am I pressing the wrong scene? Nope. Okay. 1 second. I did have this right just 2 seconds ago. Let's start the stream off to Scuff. Doesn't make a lick of sense. What's going on? Right, let's try this from the top. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's how it should have been. What the heck? All right. Well, we got it back up. Apologies for the scuff. All right. Looks like volume is okay. Background music looks okay in volume. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this going. Oh wait, no, I'm not working on that right now. I'm doing that. Let's move that out of the way. I'll revisit that. Let's see. Off to the side a little bit. It should come as no surprise. Give me 1 second. Going to mute this for 1 moment. That's better. Okay. All right. Now let's get back into this. Hmm. Okay. All right. I'm liking where this is going. All right, let's get that out. Also, let me quickly do something. There we go. Let's get those out of the way and we'll be back into it. That's a bit loud for me. Let me... There, I'll drop it down a little bit there and raise the gain up a little bit here. That should keep it at a nice, solid volume, where it's not too loud for me. Alright. What is the actual term for how people use? What is the term people think of when they call something? No, that's not what I mean. Word for something. None of those are really fitting what I'm looking for. Let's see. Let's pop another off. Thank you, brain. Let's pop another cough drop and get back into it. I hope everyone is having a great day, by the way. Apologies if I'm not terribly talkative at the moment. As I am currently working on... No, I don't want that. Oh, I know what I want. I know what I want to do. Let me move this up. Yes, that'll be fine. And there we go. And where is it? Let's get that visible. And oops. And come on. Move. I know I can move it. There we go. Perfect. We can just get that set up and lock it in. And then chat. I'll move chat up right here. Okay, there we go. That's better. And get that everything back up. Okay, cool. All right, now that that's back, Please. All right, let's see. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. 2. Excuse me. Let's see. Alright, so I'm thinking, do I want to go the route of like compressed matter, where it's like so much matter is there, the radiation doesn't get through, and it doesn't actually affect, like, anything that impacts it, there's just so much protection it's able to withstand it? Or, you know what, I'll save that for a side one. This one I think I'm just going to stick with the warp shield. Magnetic field. Spherical. Perhaps a spherical filter of reality would be a better analogy. The field surrounding its frequency controlled by the engine such that different density and volumes particles interacting at set speeds are distorted, pass through space as around ships space without touching. This allows the engine to in fact, the engine's parameters can be adjusted that in the presence of dangerous radiation, the shield can be strengthened to prevent all light or otherwise from interacting with the ship and its inhabitants. Allowing then when the pressure field lessens, it can be dialed back to simply phase out space, dust, and other harmful debris. There we go. That should do well. Building. Once we understood shielding, it was a far more streamlined process. We were able to construct reliable space elevators to counter surface. lunar lines and space. Construction exploded. Local planetary exploded. And time we had finally completed Soul Station. First warp gate. Very quiet day today. Oh well. I might need to change the time I stream. Something. Gates. Hmm. Let's see. Is that... Alrighty. Let's see. Alright. In about another 13 minutes, I will finish up the writing segment of the stream. But we'll then transition into a game. I've not decided which one we'll do. But let's... Ow, 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 ow. Sorry, everyone. I've been dealing with some shoulder pain all day today. Let's see. That's over-explained. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm liking how this rewrite's going through. A little bit embarrassed about having rewritten this section so many times, but it's feeling a lot better. And hopefully it's not a trend, because the beginning chapter is always, for me, like, super important. You want it to set the tone, right? You want it to really establish itself. It's such a weird balance, because you need to establish the world, but you also want to establish the character and the feeling of the setting. Well, I'll see how this feels a little bit later. But right now, let's just finish this section. I marked seven cubic kilometers. It wasn't something you'd think to be an awe-inspiring scale. Yet, when standing atop it, looking out at the city, suspended like amber in the void. Its grandeur pressed itself upon you like a titan standing before an ant. Hmm. Excuse me. Humbling backdrop. Reminder of beacon Light that shines? Shine. That. Let's see. E9. Mining. No, that's too many. The joke's fine, but it's just too many. Let's go with 13. No, even that's a lot. 3. 3 is a good number. The caravan was... Yeah, that'll do. 69 chips split into 3 groups of 23 mining areas. No. How about actually the expeditionary fleet was comprised of 3 groups. Comma, each containing 23 mining carriers, 69 ships due to launch today. That'll do nicely, I think. gravel to begin the extraction, construction of warp. Rosie, hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate. How are you doing today? How is the cute one? Construction of reactor. Mining. Stations. React. And construction. And fabrication. Mining hyphen of 23 it's going pretty well. That's nice. Well, what's the day been like? Give me the deets. Construction of... Let's see. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. It should come as no surprise that breaking the light barrier would prove the most challenging and grand of humanity's achievements to date. Simply attaining the power to manufacturing exotic material had required such a surplus of energy that the work to terraform Earth back to prosperity was a simple prerequisite. Just one of the foundational building blocks to facilitate the exploration of the stars. Once we had enough fusion plants to provide the power necessary to manufacture a stable supply of exotic material, we needed a way to reliably protect spaceborne infrastructure and the personnel who'd man it. Dozens of ideas were tested, but the only solution that proved reliable and sustainable was warp shielding. I don't pretend to understand it, but apparently, rather than using exotic material to create a full-on warp bubble, the shield generator produces something resembling a magnetic field, or perhaps a spherical filter of reality would be a better analogy. The field surrounds the ship, and its frequency is controlled by the engine, such that different density and volumes of particles interacting at set speeds pass around the ship's base without touching it. The fact that the engine's parameters can be adjusted means that in the presence of dangerous radiation, the shield can be strengthened to prevent all radiation, light or otherwise, from interacting with the ship and its inhabitants. Then, when the pressure on the shield lessens, it can be dialed back to simply phase out space dust and other harmful debris. Once we understood shielding, it was a far more streamlined process. We were able to construct reliable space elevators from Earth's surface. Lunar mines and space station construction exploded as a result. Over the following years, and in time, we had finally completed Sol Station, our first work gate. The first wave of mining ships were soon to depart. All the sapiens of Earth and Luna were watching the broadcast. Packed into crowds or sitting around their assorted screens as the day-long acceleration to optimal warp jump speeds. That feels wordy. Optimal pre-jump speeds finally neared its end. Hello, and welcome in, Justin Norris. Health check. All right, that is a posture check, a stretch. Ow, 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 ow. And a hydrate. Thank you for the health check. Oh, you haven't been in? Ow! Since the change? Well, that's great. I actually want to know. I've only heard from a couple of people so far. It's been positive so far, but I want to hear from more people. What do you think of the change? Honest feedback. Like, saying, oh, I like it to be nice does nothing. I want honest feedback from everyone. But I did it so that there isn't like a confusion when I have different models up. And when I try it out, it looked kind of okay. And the first few people liked it. But I am still looking to get feedback and see how people think of it. What people think of it, etc. Yeah. I reduced the fluff and surroundings. The chat is still there, but it's smaller. Because, you know, there is the sidebar. And you still get the background feel and the vibes, and I think it works well. I would like to somehow make it so that the bounces are diminished and it's just like the voice or like the mouth moving. But that's just a simple tweak on VitoTube that I have to like actually remember to do. Actually, I could probably do it right now, but I'm not gonna do it yet because I have to like ow. I have to make a mouth moving function for Mailruned, because Mailruned wasn't like an actual made VitaTube model. It was originally just a PNG. Like I had to make the eye blinking function personally, so I also need to go back and make like a mouth moving function. But the eye blinking is a very simple thing to do. The mouth moving I'm a little bit more worried about doing. So I haven't gotten around to that yet. But when I do, which I need to, Mailruned will have a mouth opening slide, and then I can just remove the bouncing, and then their mouths will open when I talk instead of like bounce, bounce, bounce. And then it'll feel less weird, I think, because I feel like the bouncing is a little bit distracting. And, yeah, I'm etc. But yeah, it's been. As the day-long acceleration to optimal pre-jump speeds finally neared its end, Granted, we'd accomplished the feat of breaking the light barrier days ago, but today marked the true beginning of humanity's exploration of the Sol system. Excuse me. In 15 minutes, I would have to give the speech of a century, a speech that would be recorded and shown in classrooms millennia to come. Looking out the viewing port of Sol Station's bridge. That feels weird. So, looking out of Sol Station. Bridge viewing port. Looking out the viewing. Looking out bridges viewing port. Of Sol Station. My speech. My speech was the furthest thing from my mind. Despite being aboard the station several dozen times, the sheer scale of it never ceased to impress itself upon me. 7 cubic kilometers wasn't something you'd think to be an awe-inspiring scale, yet when standing atop it, looking out at the city suspended like amber in the void, its grandeur pressed itself upon you, like a titan standing before an ant. The green... Like an ant standing atop a titan. The green and blue pearl of Earth shone beyond the steel and silicone behemoth, a poignant reminder of how wondrous, beautiful, and small our origins are. The expeditionary fleet was composed of 3 groups, each containing 20 mining carriers and 13 fabrication ships, for a total of 69 fabrication hulks, for a total of 69 ships due to launch today. Data from mineral probes sent out years ago had found 3 particularly promising regions to expand our network of workgapes and exotic material production. If everything goes to plan, we'd have the material to begin construction of colonial supercarriers within the year. Yeah, okay, that feels decent. I might use that as an introduction. Yeah, okay, what do you think of that, Justin, for like an introduction, if you're still here? What do you guys think? I'll give another read-through. A read-through? Really? Thank you, Brain. That's wonderful. I swear. But a little bit more fine-tuning. Looking back on it on another day. The flow feels kind of okay, I think. And I'll see how it sounds and better in like full send narration. It might actually be a draft I like enough to go for the introduction, and then I'll release it as a fresh chapter. Because that sets up the alien section a lot better, and it still feels like a good hook. It is a little bit like tech setup more than anything else. You don't really get a feel for who Rhea is or anything, but I don't feel like it's a boring read. Yeah, all right. I think it'll make. I think it might do a decent hook for the first little introduction bit. Okay. I also changed the name to the Solarian Federation. Because otherwise it would be the UPSS for their ships. United Peoples of Sol. And that just felt way too wordy. Versus the SFS. I was going to go the Solarians. Like, just not have the Federation put into it. But then it would be SS for their ships. And that... not really. That's not an acronym I want any association with. So yeah. All right, so I think that's gonna end the writing segment. I'm gonna air quotes end stream. I'm gonna so that I can export just the writing segment, and then I'll go live again instead of a game. So I will be quite literally right back, everyone.